as we begin to understand the true essence of the law of attraction, and that it is grounded on the fundamental and simple concept of like attracting like, meaning that it is based on frequency. You see, when you are on the right frequency of the thing that which you wish to desire, then that thing is naturally attracted to you, right? It naturally comes your way. It naturally just flows to you. And so when we go into really understanding that to get something, to manifest something that you really want, your consciousness, your way of being, your way of speaking, even the surroundings, right? The company you keep has to be in alignment with the thing that you desire. When those things are not in alignment with what you desire, then it creates a delay in you actually achieving it. Now, you must be somebody who is mindful of all those things, as well as taking the necessary action and necessary steps to get you there. And when all those things are properly aligned and consistent, then it is simple for you to listen to your consciousness and follow suit and make sure that everything is in place. When everything is in place and you are consistent, then the manifestation, the materialization, the fruition of whatever it is that you have decided to manifest happens. And so as we go deeper into truly understanding and practicing law of attraction, practicing our mastery over manifestation, because remember, manifestation is always happening. It is not something you choose to put on or off. It is consistent with the air that you breathe, right? Your ability to think, right? Just like your mind never stops thinking, so is manifestation. It never stops happening. You must be mindful as to what it is that you're thinking, how you're speaking, what you're doing, the people that you surround yourself with, in order for you to truly remaster this innate nature, right? This innate ability that is who you are, that is your consciousness. Your consciousness is based on that of the Creator. The Creator creates. And because you are an expression of that, then it is your innate nature to create as well. And so as we go deeper into dissecting and understanding this nature of yours, there are certain things and certain practices that are helpful to help unlock and open up your consciousness. And what I want to share with you today is a technique that is very simple. In fact, it is very fun, but it is highly effective to open up your consciousness and align your frequency to the frequency of that which you want. You just have to be at a space where there are not things like distractions or even attachment to the thing that you want. You want to be mindful that your emotions are neutral, right? Because the Creator is neutral. We put judgments on it based on where we are, based on survival mechanisms, based on our subconscious mind and what we've been programmed to believe is right and wrong or good or bad, based on past experiences. But in truth, when you are at a space where you have simply decided to achieve something, decided to materialize something, you must be mindful to, yes, utilize your emotions to fuel you to take action, right? Utilize those emotions of love and positivity, right? But when it comes to the thing actually materializing, you must stay at a space that is neutral. You cannot be attached to the outcome, because then that means you are using your ego as the mechanism, the fuel to actually achieve something. And the ego's job isn't really about creating. The ego's job is just tethering you to this reality, to this physical reality, to protect yourself essentially. But your consciousness, that is the part of you that is the creator. And if you are to create or materialize or manifest something, you must come from a place of your consciousness, not the ego. And so what I'm going to share with you is a simple technique that anybody can do, very simple, a child can do it. And that technique is coloring. Now, patience, please. there are many techniques, right? We know a lot of them. Affirmations, we know listening to audios, right? Listening to meditative music. We know writing things down, which is one of my favorite things to do. Writing down what exactly it is that you are going to materialize and manifest as if you have already materialized it and manifested it. That is you actually aligning your frequency with that you are going to create and manifest. But now, as we get into drawing, right, or coloring, we are going to allow ourselves to be in a space that is neutral, but also allow ourselves to connect with consciousness in order to make sure our frequency is the same with that which we want. Okay. So what I'm going to share with you here is part of my book, right? This is The Sleeping God, Awakening to the Power Within You. Now, in this book, okay, it is laid out like a regular book where I explain certain concepts and theories and ways of thinking to help open up your consciousness. But there's more to it in this book than that. What you want to do with this book is open up the book, and at the end of every chapter, there is a sacred geometry image, okay? And at the end of every chapter, what you want to do is simply contemplate on what it is that you have received, learned, and what resonates with you from each chapter, right? Now, obviously, you don't have to buy the book in order to do this exercise. This is the beauty of this exercise. You can do it anyway, anywhere. All you have to do is be able to get access to an image, a sacred geometry image, because sacred geometry is images that are designed in alignment with the universe to actually open up consciousness, open up who you truly are. So that being said, when you take a sacred geometry image and you simply draw or even trace or even try to draw it yourself, right? Draw it, trace, color it, whatever it is that you decide to do, it is still relaxing your ego, right? Bringing down the ego, the fears, the limitations, the self-doubt, and all those various things, and allowing your consciousness to not be distracted, allowing your consciousness to actually be free to do what it does, which is to create. And so as you take these sacred geometry images, right? Sometimes you see these images around people who are spiritually conscious and they're on the path, right? They know they're on the path. Well, they simply just have them hanging around. They may have jewelry. They may even have tattoos, right? Such as myself, I have tattoos. You want to do is you want to just simply put more of a practice in as far as being involved with the use of the power of sacred geometry. So keeping it around you is great, but coloring, drawing, tracing is even better. Okay. So this is what I invite you to do. Get any sacred geometry image, print it out on paper, and then trace it, and then draw it, right? And then color it. Allow yourself to think about that which you are going to create, are creating, okay? But also allow yourself to be present and in the moment of actually coloring, drawing, or tracing these images. And they will help you and support you in waking up to the power of your consciousness and the fact that you are the creator of your universe. So you can purchase this book, The Sleeping God, Awakening the Power Within You, at my website, shop.drabundant.com, or you can just simply look up the images of sacred geometry. And then you can print out various images and just simply do what I said. If you can't print them out, maybe you can have an app on your phone or your tablet, and you can actually draw it that way as well. But there's something more powerful about it actually being printed out and you actually getting a pen, a pencil, marker, what have you, and simply tracing it, drawing it out, and coloring it. And so that is a technique that not many people utilize or even know about to actually open them up, open their consciousness up to really allow yourself to be yourself, right? To be the creator of your universe and actively and consciously create the things that you want in life. Utilize all of the tools available to you in this life, because this life is not simply about getting through it. This life in itself is a tool. right? Recognize that this is a game. This is a game of true understanding as to who you are. And every element, every aspect of this game is designed to support you along that journey. You just have to learn to actually look around and be creative as to how you use everything that is available to you, everything that you experience in order to make that happen. Remember, your consciousness is creating things and opportunities for you to wake up. So the good things that happen in life, an opportunity to wake up. The horrible things that happen in life are still an opportunity for you to wake up. Your consciousness is trying to communicate to your ego, to all of the levels of who you are in order for you to wake up to the reality of who you are. You just simply have to allow yourself to listen and receive the messages, and then play around with the game, play in the game, have fun, use different techniques, different tools, even play with different ways of thinking in order for you to get access to that power that is within you. All right. So it's important to try different techniques. Meditation is great, but there are other things outside of that that's going to get you to the place that you desire to be. Thank you so much. Feel free to visit drabundant.com, subscribe to my newsletter, which is published every single day. And when you subscribe, you get access to a free ebook, The Power Within. It's a phenomenal book that will help you with a simple tool that's going to also open up your consciousness and tap into that infinite power that is within you. Thank you so much, and continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.